Oklahoma City police say they responded to a domestic shooting on May 5th. When they arrived, the suspect, Lisa Daniels, told officers she had a gun and made it look like she had it in her hands underneath the sweater, which led an officer to shoot. But Daniels was not struck by the gunfire.
I got a gun.
You can hear Lisa Daniels telling an Oklahoma City police officer that she had a gun when they arrived to a home in Northwest OKC after a call of a domestic shooting where a woman shot a man in the chest.
The victim handed him a gun that he was able to get away from the suspect, identified as Lisa Daniels. Officers then began trying to call Daniels out of the home. While officers were at the front door, Daniels yelled she had a gun.
I got a gun.
Come out with your hands up!
According to Oklahoma City police, the officers then moved away from the door to a safe position with the belief that Daniels had another gun in her possession.
When she exited the home, she had a sweater covering her right hand and pointed her right arm at the officers. Daniels continued to tell the officers she had a gun while doing this. Officers gave Daniels several verbal commands to drop the item, but she refused.
Police say one officer attempted tasing Daniels, but was unsuccessful.
Then turned and began aggressively approaching Officer Elam while raising her covered hand and getting into a two-handed shooter stance. The officer believed Daniels had a gun under the sweater and was pointing it at him. The officer discharged his firearm towards Daniels, but she was not struck.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Seconds later, Daniels turned, and officers were able to see that she did not have a gun underneath the sweater.
The officers were able to communicate this information to each other, at which point another officer was able to deploy his taser and strike Daniels. She was then taken into custody without further incident. Daniels was booked into the Oklahoma County Detention Center for assault and battery with a dangerous weapon.
Police say the victim, who was shot by Daniels, was taken to a local hospital and treated for his injuries. The involved officer was placed on routine administration leave pending the outcome of an investigation, which they say is still in the early stages. Reporting live in studio, Katie Arata, Fox 25 News.